So one of my goals for this year is to share my favorites with you guys more. I'm notoriously bad with not sharing my favorites. I think last year, aside from my 2017 favorites, I posted a favorites video once the entire year. And I don't know why they're so hard for me to like get together. I think it's because I have to have like a large collection of products, or I put together a large collection of products. And sometimes, you know, with Oliver, it's like difficult to do those kinds of videos, but I just managed to get him down for a nap. I hopefully have daylight for at least another hour, and he sleeps that long. He fought me a little bit, so I'm hoping he stays asleep. But instead of doing like the traditional monthly favorites, because really what would constitute my favorites for January would be, in the video that I posted previous to this one, I showed you guys my travel skincare, and basically that's all I've used all of January, so those could be considered my favorite products. I'm still going to post about my travel skincare on Instagram, so if you want to know which products specifically without having to watch that entire 58-minute long video, I will probably have posted it by the time that I upload this video. I'm not really sure. I don't have a day of when I'm going to post this video, just whenever I get it edited. But yeah, so yeah, we came back from California this week, and I'm sounding a little bit less sick, but I still cough, and the nose running is still kind of ridiculous. But you know, my skin has taken a really good turn for the better. My makeup looks pretty decent today. So what I was saying is, instead of doing a traditional favorites video, one of you guys had actually asked me if I'm still using the Solis Skincare Salt Scrub, because it's been a while since I've talked about it. So what I actually thought about doing for this month is like, is it still a favorite? So I went back to 2014, which is when I first started my channel in July of 2014, and that's when I started doing my my favorites. So I did manage to do 3 favorites videos that year. I did summer, fall, and winter. So I thought I would do an Is It Still a Favorites 2014, like the products from 2014 that were my favorites, are they still? And if they're not, what is a favorite in place of the thing that is not a favorite anymore? So yeah, there are a lot of things that was a favorite in 2014. I'm just going to do them all together too. I'm not going to do like 3 separate videos because I don't think I need that much time, but there were a lot of things in 2014 that are still a favorites, and then there were a lot of things that I don't use anymore that I have new favorites of. So let's start with summer of 2014, my very first favorites video. So the first thing on this list was the Badger Argan Botanical Hair Oil Jojoba and Baobab. I did finish that entire container. I used it as a hair mask. I tried to use it as a leave-in conditioner, or like, you know, with a couple of drops at the ends, and I probably was doing it wrong. I was doing a lot of things wrong in the very beginning. I didn't know what I was doing. Facial oils, I didn't understand them. I didn't understand body oils, just oils in general. It was new. It was a new concept to me. I would like to say now that I'm more of a pro than I was 4 years ago, but I don't know, are we ever really pros at anything? But I did finish that entire bottle, and I did buy a new bottle of the Sea Buckthorn Apricot and Pomegranate. So I haven't used this one yet because it's honestly, it's hard for me to do like nighttime treatments or like leave-in conditioner treatments like masks these days. But I did buy another bottle of it because I really enjoyed that bottle of Badger hair oil as a hair mask. And it's inexpensive. The ingredients are really good. It lasts a long time. I think it took me like 3 years to use that bottle. So yeah, still a favorite. I'm just using a different formula than I was in that other one. So next was the Andalou Naturals Leave-In Conditioner Argan Oil Plus Moisture Rich. This was like a cream leave-in conditioner, and I did like it then, but I think it went off relatively quickly, probably because it's a cream product. I didn't use very much of it because I don't wash my hair all the time, or I don't know why I didn't use it. But for leave-in conditioning, I sort of have 2 products that I like to use instead of like one of those creams, because my hair is pretty fine, and I did lose a bunch of hair when I postpartum, so my hair is like even thinner and finer than it used to be, and like creams and like leave-in things like that don't really work, but leave-in conditioner sprays and hair oils I sort of do as like my 2-step to that 1-step. So my favorite leave-in conditioner spray of all time probably is the Evolve Smart Start Leave-In Conditioner. I love this. I've been through an entire full-size bottle, probably 2, I think. I've been through countless of these travel sizes. I love this. I only have a travel size right now, but they do actually sell it at my Nature's Grocers, so I will be picking some up from Nature's Grocers when I'm out of this one. But I love the leave-in conditioner spray from Evolve H, and then I also put in a couple of drops of like a hair oil. The one that I did this combo today. I did the Uma Intensely Nourishing Hair Oil. I did 4 drops, warmed it between my hands, and then like sort of rubbed it in the ends of my hair, and then blow dried it. I love that the effect that gives my hair is much better than the leave-in conditioner product that I was using for Mandaloo Naturals. So the next thing that was a favorite was the Jopa Minerals Blemish Bar, and I don't use that product anymore. I found that it wasn't really that good. I liked it maybe because it was probably the first time I ever tried anything like that, but the Usnea Black Clay Soap is a million times better than like any other exfoliating blemish bar sort of thing that I've ever used. It's moisturizing, it's exfoliating, my husband loves it. We actually just picked this one up in California. We went to the detox market, and then my husband was like, you're buying me a bunch of stuff, because he sometimes gets upset at me, so like, he makes me buy him things. But if he wants me to buy him, you know, some Usnea stuff, and I think I bought him some Ursa Major, then I'm like, fine, I will do it if you will use it. So I bought him the Black Clay Soap. I'll probably end up using this. I need to cut this to sort of like preserve it. But yeah, that's what I like to do. I like to cut it into like little slivers, because then it lasts so much longer than to just use the bar soap like this. But yeah, this is so much better than the Jopa Minerals Blemish Bar. I highly, highly recommend that. It's so good. The next thing was the Acure Organics Brightening Facial Scrub. I used that scrub for a long time, probably close to 3 years, but then I just sort of like got tired of it. Yeah, I got burnt out. I was just... The Acure Organics, I feel like I don't know if they've changed. I don't know if maybe I've just changed and I just don't like them as much anymore. They are a great affordable sort of like starter option, but for me, the products just don't do it for me anymore. So I really liked that scrub for a long time, but a scrub, I don't think I have anything that really is sort of like the Acure Organics scrub. I'm not thinking of anything that I have that's like that. But a scrub that I have now that I'm really, really enjoying. I mean, you guys know I love scrubs. I love facial scrubs. I have so many different facial scrubs that I could have put in this category to replace the Acure Organics one, but I'm really, really loving the Lynnae Scrub Face Mask. I put this on dry skin, leave it on for 5 minutes, rinse it off. My skin is nicely exfoliated. It's smooth. I just love it. And I don't know that it really does anything brightening wise, but then I also don't think that the Acure one really brightened my skin any, but I don't really remember. It's been about a year, 2 years maybe since I've stopped using it, but I'm really loving the Lynnae Scrub Mask. That's a recent favorite. But you guys know I have so many scrubs. I've been trying to go through a lot that I have and just like using them all, but I have a lot. So a mask that was a favorite, that's not it, was the Earth Body Brighten Cleanser and Mask, and I got this in a Petit Vor box. I actually did like a whole demo on my channel, and I really, really love this mask. I bought the full size, and I still have it. I don't use it as much as I should, clearly, but it's still a favorite. I still do use it from time to time. You know, I really need to get back into this one. Maybe that's what I'll do tonight. Maybe I'll use this one tonight. And I like to do it the way that it suggests, with mixing it with coconut oil, agave, and then water. And it provides a great exfoliation. My skin does look brightened after I use it, and I really do like it. I think this is actually called, the brand is Om Cali now instead of Earth Body. But I really love this. It's beautiful. It was like one of the very first face masks that I ever purchased a full size of, I think, and totally love it. I still do love it, even though I haven't used it in a long time, because I have a lot of face masks. It's kind of like the scrub situation. I have a lot. So then the next one was the Paula's Choice Resist C15 Super Booster. I don't use that anymore. That one, again, was another Petit Vor discovery. It is vegan, but it doesn't have the best ingredients. I did go through 2 bottles of it, but then I just stopped using it. It went off really, really quickly. It contains phenoxyethanol, which I wasn't totally comfortable using. I'll use it in certain cases, but I don't like to use it all the time. But a product that I recently have started to use, well, recently within the last couple of months, that I think is 8 million times better than the Paula's Choice one, does the same thing, only, you know, better, is the Okoko Dragon's Blood Serum. This stuff, I think, is, I added this in last week after I talked about it in my, it's been a week, I think, since I filmed that Thursday Things video that I posted when I talked about in my travel skincare I was going to switch out the Ursa Major serum for the Dragon's Blood one, and I really do credit the use of this 2 times a day to how quickly my skin healed. It's pretty amazing how fast my skin made a turnaround from how bad it was to, if you looked at it under my makeup now, it looks so much better. And I definitely attribute it to this. So I definitely bring this out when I need to sort of like hit my skin with like the big guns, because this works so amazingly well. I will keep this in rotation for another couple of weeks to sort of help with hyperpigmentation and the rest of the healing, but I like to use this for a couple of weeks when I've had a really bad breakout and my skin just sort of like resets. It really does. It's kind of amazing, that product. Yeah. So the next favorite is the George's Aloe Spray Mister. I still use this every single day, multiple times a day. I don't think I'll ever not use this. I buy the refill now. You can buy like the gallon size refill and you could just refill the spray bottle so you're not constantly, you know, recycling these spray bottle things, but that's what I do. I love the George's Aloe Mister. So the next was the Heritage Store Rose Petals Rose Water Spray. I do still have that sitting on my sink. I haven't actually used it in a while. I've used a couple of other rose waters lately that I do enjoy more because I feel like they're more, they smell better. They're a better quality. One that I'm really liking right now is the Tammy Fender Bulgarian Rose Water. This is a spray mister. I think it actually comes in a pump, if I'm not mistaken. The full size of it, when I looked on the detox market, I think comes in a pump, which I think that's kind of interesting. I much prefer spray misters. But another one that I like that's actually pretty comparable to this that I would buy instead is the Cocoa Kind organic rose water. It comes in a bigger container. It's way more affordable. It actually smells the same to me, but I don't have an open bottle of the Cocoa Kind. I'm currently using the Tammy Fender, but I'll link both down below in case you want to check out both. But this is sort of like a luxe rose water spray, but I'm really enjoying it. It came in the January Detox Market box, which I'm not sure if it's still available by the time that I post this video, but I will link the actual rose water down below in case you're interested. So next was the Mineral Fusions Untinted BB Cream with SPF 30. I did really like that product, but it contained phenoxyethanol, and I was trying to clear out anything that contains phenoxyethanol. I don't think that I'm currently actively using anything that contains phenoxyethanol. I don't know. But a product that is similar to that I do really enjoy, probably more actually, is the Hint Beauty Sun Prep Broad Spectrum SPF 30. So it's got the SPF 30. It sort of acts as like a, well, this is a primer and a sunscreen, which is what I was using with the Mineral Fusion one as a primer and a sunscreen. I like that it was untinted because the tinted ones can tend to be sort of like dark and orange. So I really prefer untinted like sunscreens and face primers and things like that. So I definitely think the Hint makes a great alternative. It is more expensive, but it's better ingredients, better quality. Actually, it smells really good. So there's that. So the next was the Jopa Minerals Full Coverage Foundation. I do not use that foundation anymore. I don't actually need as full a coverage as I was using back then. My skin was a lot worse. My skin it's better now. If you like go back and watch, I'll link down all these 3 favorites videos below. But if you go back and like watch those, my skin is way different than it is now. My skin is like in such better condition than it was a couple of years ago. But the loose powder foundation that I love, this should surprise nobody, is the Modern Minerals in Medium Almond. And I hope you can tell how much I've used. I'm almost done with this. And like I think I've said before, it like sort of amazes me like when you finally go through like an entire loose container, like a loose powder product. You don't think, like when you get it, you're like, oh my god, this is so much product, I'm never going to use this, but I'm now almost done with it, and I'm going to need a backup here soon. But that is my favorite foundation. I use that pretty much every time I put makeup on. I will sometimes use other foundations, but not really. That's my favorite one. I had a couple blush favorites, and I think I've actually put a blush favorite for each season, for summer, fall, and winter. And I wore a lot of hot pink blushes back then, and I do really still like hot pink blushes, but I don't wear them that much, if ever, anymore. The 3 blushes that I wear constantly, if you wonder what blush I'm wearing, it's going to be one of these 3. It's mostly one of these 2, but I do have sort of like a peachy one that I do wear on occasion. The one I'm wearing today is the All Natural in Gilded Sunset. This is a recent favorite. I wear this all the time. It's sort of like the 100% Pure Pretty Naked. I also wear this one all the time. They both sort of like go with everything. I love them. So these are my 2 favorites. They're my most worn. So 100% Pure Pretty Naked, All Natural Gilded Sunset. But the one that I do wear on occasion that's sort of more peachy is the Antonym Baked Blush in Peach. I do also have Rose, but I don't wear it that often. I do wear Peach more because I have the other 2 blushes that are sort of more pinky that I do like. But, so yeah, those 3 will cover all of my blush favorites because those are the blushes that I'm wearing these days. I do still have all of the other blushes, like the Jopa Minerals in Aloha, the Brija Blush in Perk, Jopa Minerals in Blushing Bride, and then there was a Shiro Cosmetics in Potion. Afterglow Cosmetics, I don't really wear that one ever. And then the Mineral Fusion blush actually contains carmine. I did not know that in 2014 when I talked about it in my favorites, but that one actually contains carmine. But I do still love a super pink blush. I will wear it every once in a while, but it's not that common that I wear it anymore. Mostly because they don't go with like eye makeup. I didn't do any eye makeup today, but in the last few videos that I've done, I have done some eye makeup, and it's hard to pair hot pink blush with like eye makeup. So that's why I tend to go for more like neutral blushes, because it's easier to pair with lipstick and eye looks, at least for me. Anyway. So the next was the All Natural Face Wedding Day Glow, which is sort of like a glowy setting powder. The one that I use now that sort of acts as the same, it's sort of the same thing as the Modern Minerals Sunrise Finishing Glow Powder. And again, this is another one where you don't think that you're going to use it all ever, and then you're almost done with it. But I love this. It sort of like blurs imperfections. It creates like a nice finish after I put my foundation on. I just absolutely love this stuff. I use that all the time. Pretty much that's like the only thing I ever put on my face anymore after foundation. And that's only if you like to use like a finishing powder. I've always used a finishing powder, regardless of whether I'm wearing liquid and cream or powder. I just like the effect that a finishing powder gives. It blurs imperfections. It makes your skin look glowy. I really like that. Then we've got the Everyday Minerals Sunlight Color Corrector. Still a favorite. I'm still using this 4 years later. I have been through 2 full size of these. I'm now on my 3rd full size. I do use the Modern Minerals foundation as a concealer, but when I don't use that foundation, I will use this under my eyes to sort of like brighten up. But most of the time, since I'm using the Modern Minerals foundation, I do use that as concealer as well. But I do still use the Sunlight Color Corrector. I just absolutely love it. Then I had a nail polish favorite on here. I haven't worn nail polish in like 2 years. I do still have a bunch, but I don't wear them. I probably need to like, you know, clean out my nail polish collection. Then I had some lip balms, which I'm not really using a bunch of lip balms right now. I pretty much do like a lip scrub and then put lipstick on. So I don't have any lip balm favorites currently. Then I had a couple brush favorites. The Ecotools Tapered Blush Brush is still a favorite. I have a second one now because this is my favorite blush brush to use. I use it pretty much all the time. I probably should get a third one because I like this style more than I like any other style. And one of them actually looks like fatter than the other one. I don't know what that's about, but yeah, I do still use this brush all the time, pretty much every time I wear blush. And then the other brush favorite I didn't bring in here because I think it's dirty and I can't find it. It's the Ecotools Eye Enhancing Duo Set. It's the one that it comes with 2 brushes and then there's like a brush on each end, so it's really like 4 brushes. I do still love that. I do still use it. I just haven't washed my eye brushes in such a long time. I really do need to do that. I did wash my face brushes recently, which they also could probably use another washing. Believe it or not, I had not washed my brushes in over a year, almost a year and a half. And then I finally washed my face brushes, but I still haven't washed my blush brushes or my eye brushes. Those are still going on over a year. I have no time. And I have a lot of brushes. I need to declutter my brushes as well. I need to get back to decluttering. Anyway, next was the Acure Organic Cell Stimulating Body Wash, or Cell Stimulating. What did I say? Cell Stimulating Body Wash. I don't use that anymore. Again, Acure just sort of doesn't do it for me anymore. I do have a shampoo and conditioner from Acure in my shower that I'm like forcing myself to use because I bought it. I don't want to just throw it away because I feel like that's super wasteful, but I really am not enjoying using them. But one that I really, really like that is sort of the same, at least to me, is the Lynnae Activate Body Wash. I feel like this like is very stimulating. It's like tingly, it is like detoxifying because it's got the charcoal in it. I really like this. I know people have like a problem with the containers, and I will agree. I think this sort of like device to get the product out is the wrong choice for the formula that's in them. But I do like them enough to keep using them, even though I don't particularly enjoy the bottles. I did use the Detox facial wash last night, and I had to like take this whole thing off and like pump or like pour some into my hand because this thing is like all clogged. So I definitely think that they could do for a packaging change, but I do really still enjoy the products inside, and that's really not going to deter me from using the products. It's just sort of more of an annoyance, but I do still really like the products enough to keep using them. The only one that I don't find it's an issue on is the scrub, because it's not sort of like that thick, it doesn't have any clays in it, so it doesn't like clog the spout, I guess. So that's the only one I don't really mind it on. So next we have the Acure Organics Advanced Triple Moisture System Body Lotion in Mandarin Orange. I do still use some body butters. I don't use any body lotions anymore, but what I actually love doing is mixing pretty much any body oil with the Old Orchard No. 20 Aqua Emulsion. I will not use body oil without this. It creates sort of like the texture of a lotion. It keeps your legs highly moisturized. When I was finding that if I was just using oil, my skin just felt kind of greasy. It didn't really feel moisturized. It just felt like it was sitting on top, but this helps the body oil penetrate my legs. It makes my legs feel super smooth and hydrated all day long. This is like the best. This is like one of the best discoveries. Well, it was in my 2017 favorites, so I can say that. It's like one of the best discoveries from 2017. It's truly a unique product in like a space full of a lot of the same, if we're going to be honest. But I absolutely love that. I will not use body oil without that. Ugh, it's so fantastic. If you have not checked it out, definitely check it out. So then we have the North Coast Organics deodorant, the Naked scent, which was sort of like their sensitive skin scent, but that formula really, really irritated my underarms. It worked really well, but it really irritated me. The baking soda, the concentration of baking soda, it was just super high in that formula. But the deodorant, you guys will know what this is, that I love now, is an absolute favorite. I will never use another deodorant ever again. Hola deodorant, and it even comes in a stick now. So yeah, I've talked about this a bazillion times. The stick is fantastic. The formula is wonderful. It lasts all day. It's just so good. I will leave it linked down below. So definitely check that out if you have not. It's on Amazon. It's so good. It's the best deodorant ever. Then there were a couple of perfumes. I'm not wearing a lot of perfumes lately. I did do my perfume collection video. But when I do wear perfumes, I'm sort of more into like niche, what the hell was that? Nature, or like more like real natural scents. I'm really loving this little travel kit from Oh Hi Wild. This is like the most natural scented perfume you're ever gonna find. They smell like the things that they say that they are. This one specifically is juniper berry, pink peppercorn, redwood leaves is my favorite. Then there's white sage leaves. It smells like the things that they are. So redwood leaves, here they are. Here's the red one. I'm gonna spray this one because this one is honestly my favorite, and I think I need to buy a full size of it. I should have last week when I was at IBE. Oh, I love this one. I just love the scent of trees. My husband bought we went to a restaurant in California. I think it's called Little Pine. He bought a red cedar candle that just smells so good. Honestly, I would like a red cedar perfume, but I'll just have to settle for redwood leaves. Honestly, it just smells so good. Like I'm definitely gonna have to buy the full size of that one because it's honestly my favorite of the four. It smells so good. But yeah, really, I'm not wearing a lot of perfumes these days. If I do wear them, I'm pretty much wearing the Oh Hi Wild ones because I sort of like that more like nature, like natural, not so much fruity, not so much floral, but like, you know, like woodsy kind of scents. That's like what I'm liking right now. Then I had a bunch of food and book favorites. I'm not gonna talk about those. I'm not reading any books, and I'm pretty much eating everything in sight, so everything is a favorite for food. I ate my weight in donuts in California, probably. I think I ate like 70 donuts. Not that many, but cookies and donuts and molten chocolate cake, and I love going on vacation to eat. That's what my favorite thing in life to do is. All right. So let's get into the fall 2004 skincare. So the very first one on here, this is actually the 1 month where most of the things are still a favorite. Solis skincare salt scrub. Yes, still a favorite. This is probably like my most long-standing product that I still use on a regular basis. I think I go through like 3 of these jars every year. I use it I want to say at least 4 times a week. I will use this in the morning in the shower. This is still, it's the best scrub for acne. I've turned so many other people onto this brand. I see so many people using this, and it just makes my heart like happy every time I see somebody post about it. I'm like, oh, it's probably because of me. Like down the line, obviously, like I told people about it, they told people about it, and like, you don't associate it with me anymore. But you know what? I credit the popularity of this to myself, because honestly, it wasn't a product that was big before I started talking about it. Not like I was a humongous channel when I first, you know, found it, but you know, word of mouth, it travels fast, and I credit myself to this, I do. So yes, if you have not checked out Solis skincare and you have acne, you need to get on it, because like, where have you been? I haven't talked about that in a long time, but it is still a regular. I use it all the time. I do need to start talking about it more, but that's why I wanted to do this video, because it's still a favorite. 4 years later, or I guess 3, because it was fall 2014, it's like 3.5 years-ish. The Renaissance Beauty Rejuvenating Facial Oil, I got both of those products. I discovered them through, I want to say it was the Bare Bliss box. It was like one of the very first subscription boxes I got into, aside from Petit Vour. And I got a sample of the salt scrub and this oil in that box. And that box isn't around anymore. I don't know how long oh, this just fell off. I don't know how long it was around before it, like, you know, closed. I discovered a couple of really great products from that box, so I am grateful that I was subscribed to it for the few months that I was, because I wouldn't have never found Solis and, you know, this oil too. This is the Skin Renaissance Rejuvenating Facial Oil. It's great for acne. It's super affordable. It's got really great and quality ingredients. It smells really great, and I think I need to depot this into a different dropper container, because the thing fell off. This is an older bottle, but I've left it in like a dark closet. I use it every once in a while. I do need to sort of finish this one off, but I love this. This is still a really great facial oil. Another facial oil that's really great is the Moon Aknari. You guys know I love Moon. I talk about them a lot recently. A full size of the Moon Aknari, if you want to try this, is going to be in the Boxwalla box for February. She did extend subscriptions until February 3rd, so if you would like to try this, this is a $95 oil, and the entire box will be $50. It's definitely a really great deal. This is a really amazing oil. This was my very first luxury green beauty purchase. I think I've told you guys that now about 800 times. I still absolutely love this. It's such a beautiful oil. Oh my god, it smells like fresh cut roses. Oh, it's an amazing, and it really is great for brightening, and it's rejuvenating, and it's only got 3 ingredients, but somehow it works like magic. So, yeah, I will leave the link down below for Boxwalla if you're interested in picking that up. I highly, highly suggest it. Okay, so then we have the All Natural Face Magic Vegan Eye Primer. Still a favorite. I did recently just buy a new jar, or a new container of this, I guess, because my other one was about 4 years old, 3 to 4 years old. This is still like the best eye primer. It's very affordable. The ingredients are pretty good. You really kind of can't beat it. I know it's another one of those hit or miss products where it sort of like works really well for a lot of people, or it doesn't work at all. But it works really well for me. I've been using it, you know, this amount of time. Like I said. Okay, so the next thing I had was the All Natural Face Black Mascara. I do not use that mascara anymore. It's a very natural mascara. If you're looking for just something that'll coat your lashes, that you don't want volume, you don't want length, that's pretty much the mascara that's going to do it for you. I did do a demo of that on my channel, I believe. I'm pretty sure. But I like at least a little bit of volume and length. I don't like a ton. I don't like crazy dramatic lashes. I am trying a new mascara today. It's not this one. That's sort of like insane. I'll be telling you guys about it soon, actually. But one that I've been really liking recently actually is the Pacifica Dream Big Mascara. So this one has this sort of like twisty thing at the bottom where it's long for length, and then you shorten it for volume. And I like to do one coat of length and then one coat of volume, and it makes my lashes look really good. I really have been enjoying this. I didn't think that I would, I don't know why. I like the other mascara that Pacifica does, the Stardust or whatever mascara it is. It's just like their other formula, not the waterproof one, but the other one. I really like that, so I do really like this. I think it's a good formula. It's not like really heavy, it's not clumpy, I just really enjoy it. So that's the other mascara that I've been using. Actually, this is the mascara that I've been using the most recently, but I did just recently try a new vegan mascara. Like I said, I'll be telling you guys about it soon. So oh, okay, so we had Mineral Fusion, the eyeliner in Kohl, still a favorite. I'm still using the exact same pencil. I doubt I've even sharpened it that much since that video. I don't use it a ton, and it is sort of like my favorite for like smudgy. I like to do that like smudgy black liner look where I just like, you know, smudge a bunch of black liner in, smudge it around, and it's sort of like, you know, rocker smudgy liner look. I really like that look. I kind of wish I had done it today, but it wouldn't really have gone with this makeup look. See, that's the thing. Hot pink does not really go with, you know, like black liner. I don't know, whatever. This is still my favorite black liner. I don't, you know, it is a very smudgy liner. So if you're looking for a liner, I've got hair right here. There it is. If you are looking for a liner that does not smudge, I can't help you because I haven't found one. Maybe All Natural. Though the formula is not creamy enough for me. I have the cocoa one that we got in the Beauty Heroes box, but I like my eyeliners to be very creamy, so it's easy to get on. I don't like to tug. I don't like to try really hard. That's why I like the Mineral Fusion pencil, because they're sort of almost gel-like. I've never tried a gel pencil, but it's almost gel-like, just because it's so easy to get on in the waterline, on the actual lid. So yeah, that's still a favorite liner. Next I had on here was the Pacifica Devotion Lipstick in Tenderness. I did really like that lipstick. I did recently declutter it. If you watched the Pacifica swatch video and declutter, I did. So I don't have that lipstick anymore, but I did enjoy it. But some other lipstick favorites that I had on here were from Reddappa Lipstick. And I think I did this favorite. It was like right after I discovered Reddappa Lipstick. So like a couple of my very first colors were Jalapeno and Oh My Guava. So I still have them, of course. Here's Oh My Guava, which is like a really great nude, and then Jalapeno, which is like a really nice red. I really love both of these still. I mean, I haven't used them in a while, but I do still love them. Jalapeno, I think recently did just get discontinued, which is like heartbreaking because it's like such a great red. Oh My Guava is like a staple like nude. It actually is sort of pretty close to Tenderness, I would say. But a couple, you know, I've been using Reddappa Lipstick for years now. It's been 3.5 years, I think, since I discovered them. So a couple of recent favorites. Mix and Mingle, which is again another really, it's a discontinued color, which breaks my heart because this is like my favorite shade from the entire line. But yeah, Mix and Mingle is a stand, it's a favorite, it's a, I don't even know what I was trying to say, but that is a, that's a favorite. My brain doesn't work. But a couple of recent ones that have been released recently are Chai Love You, which is another great nude. Ballerina, excuse me. Also another really great sort of like pink color. You really can't go wrong with Reddappa Lipstick. They just have like really great shades. They got shades for everybody. I just really love them. So Again, there were some more food favorites that I'm not going to get into. Bark Thins are not vegan. I mentioned Bark Thins on a couple of favorites videos, and they are not vegan, unfortunately. So yeah, so winter 2014. I had a couple of blushes that I've already talked about blushes. Then I had an eye pencil from Beauty Without Cruelty. I forget where I got it. It probably was Petit Four. I think I got most of my stuff from Petit Four back then. But I was using it as a brow pencil, but I have since discovered a lot of different brow options that I like. That was sort of when I started playing around with brows, but I have different brow favorites now. The one that I use today, and the one that I use pretty much the most frequently, is the 100% pure green tea fiber brow builder thingy. It's like almost entirely worn off. I can barely read the writing on here anymore. But this is the very first one that I'm still using. I'm like trying to get every last drop out of here because I don't like to waste things. But it's nearing its last legs, but I do have a backup. But I do have an entire vegan brow video that I posted recently. I can link down below in case you want some other brow options. But this is like what I reach for 99% of the time because it's quick, it's easy, I don't have to do a lot of work, it matches my hair really well. Yeah. So this is what I've been using, the 100% pure green tea brow fiber something something something. So the dry shampoo that was a favorite was the Skinny Organics dry shampoo. Skinny Organics is not a company anymore. They changed to Cultivar Organics, I think, but then I even think Cultivar Organics went out of business. So I think they're just gone as a brand completely. But one that I've been using, that I've been enjoying, I don't use dry shampoo a ton. Mostly I will just put my hair up in a bun once it gets too oily, and then I'm just done with it until it it's time to wash my hair again. But occasionally I will put dry shampoo in it when I want to extend my hairstyle, when I don't want to look, you know, like a mom. I want to look put together and like my hair is decently fresh. But one that I like is the Captain Blankenship Mermaid Dry Shampoo. It smells like roses, it's pretty lightweight, so it doesn't get too like gunky in my hair. But yeah, I use this maybe once a month. I'm not a very avid dry shampoo user, honestly. But I do really like that one, and the other one, like I said, they're out of business now. So the eye cream that was a favorite, I should have brought, I guess, what is a favorite now, but I do still have this product, and I really need to like sort of get my ass in gear and finish it. I'm almost done with it, as you can see. This is the One Love Organics Vitamin E Eye Balm from Elizabeth Dean. I think they do still make this, and I would buy it again. I do really like it. You know, it's 3-something years old. It's probably not potent at all anymore, but it still smells good, and I'm going to finish it. So, yeah. I did really like this. As you can tell, I've used almost the entire jar. I haven't used it in a while, but I do need to sort of like, I need to just finish it. I need to just use it and just be done with it. So then I have a cleansing oil, which again is not, I guess really, it's not like something that I'm using all the time, but I am trying to finish it. This was actually also the very first PR product I ever received. I actually reached out to the company myself. I was nervous as all hell doing it because I was like, what if they say no and then I'm just going to be destroyed and I'm never going to want to blog again. But they actually were really excited about working with me, and I still really like this product. It's still good, still smells just like it did the day that I opened it. This is the Née Naturals Barbary Fig Cleansing Oil, and I did an entire review on this, and I still really enjoy it. There are a lot of cleansing oils now that are water soluble. This was like the first one I ever used that was, and I'm not exactly sure what's even in here that makes it, because the formula doesn't look like it should be. So I don't know if maybe there's something in here that they're not listing that would make it the water soluble. I'm not really sure, or maybe I just don't know formulas very well. I don't know. But there are a lot of other water soluble cleansing oil formulas now. I think the one that was like the biggest when I tried this was the One Love Organics one, which I tried, but I'm honestly not the biggest fan of that. The scent is very like tropical pina colada, and I'm not into that. This one smells, well, it's got an essential oil blend of clary sage, rosewood, clove, blood orange, jasmine, vetiver, ylang-ylang, lavender, patchouli, so it actually smells like really unique, and like I really like it. I would buy this again. And I am trying to like finish it, but I have so many other cleansing oils, like sometimes it's hard. But yeah, I do still really like that, though. Again, like I said, there's a fly or something in here. That was the very first Pure product I ever received, and I still really love that product. So the next thing on here is a toner. It was the R.L. Linden & Co. 1000 Petal Beautifying Mist, and unfortunately they're no longer a brand as well. But one that I've been finding that I've liking a lot recently is the Amley Silver Rich Face Mist Radiance Boost. It almost has, it has a very similar scent profile that, from what I can remember from the 1000 Petals Beautifying Mist. I did buy a full size of the 1000 Petals Beautifying Mist after I got the trial size in the Petit Vour box. I loved that bottle to death. I was so sad when it was gone, and then I was like distraught when I found out they were going to be, you know, closing. And by the time that I got to their sale, their like final sale, it was all sold out. So I never got a second bottle of it. I loved that stuff so much. But this is a good replacement. This has a similar scent profile. It feels similar. We are going to be, the Amley Beauty Sleep Mist is going to be the second product that's in the Boxwalla box. So there's going to be the Aknari and then another Amley Face Mist. So again, sign up if you are interested. I do really love that. I'm excited to see what the Beauty Sleep was. When I was in the detox market, they did have the Digital Detox one, and I sprayed that. I actually did not enjoy that scent very much, so I'm hoping the Beauty Sleep one is better, because I was not the biggest fan of the Digital Detox. I thought I would be, but I wasn't. So we got a couple more things. We've got the face grains from Aster and Bay, the Dandelion face grains. I do still have these. I do still have them. I haven't used them in a long time. I actually haven't used them since I bought this new bottle, which was a couple of years ago. So another product that I sort of need to like use. But I did really like that. It was one that I included in the my top 5 face masks video, which I'm thinking about redoing. I'm thinking about doing like what my top 5 face masks are right now. Let me know if you'd be interested in that. I think you would be. I think you guys would be. And it'd be hard. It's going to be even harder to pick. It was hard to pick my top 5 favorite face masks back then. It's going to be even harder now because I've discovered so many amazing masks since then. It's like, I don't know how I'm going to do it. But the last thing I have on here is a face oil, and it was again from Skinny Organics, which, like I was just saying, they're not a brand anymore. But it was their organic skin serum for oily, congested skin. I've found one that I like a million times better anyway. It's the Naturalogic Balance Clarifying Serum. I am almost done with this bottle. I use this twice a day, every single day, no matter what other facial cream I'm using, I will mix this in. So I just recently started trying a new facial cream for day and night, and I'm mixing 3 to 4 drops of this in the day or night, depending. But this, again, this plus the Dragon's Blood, wherever it is, I sort of feel is like what has helped calm my skin down, heal my skin, and like lessen the severity of that breakout that I had a couple of weeks ago, or a week ago, or whatever it was. But I love this stuff. I have a full-size jar of it. I would recommend this to anybody who's got acne. So like if you like acne products, I know I still need to do an acne video as well. I've been saying that for like years. I will. In 2018, I will do an acne video, I promise. But I would look into the Balance Clarifying Serum, the Okoko Dragon's Blood if the funds are there. It truly is an amazing product. It's very expensive, but it's honestly worth every penny. And then the Solis Skincare Lavender Jasmine Scrub. These are great for acne. So I would definitely like scrub with this, put this on as a serum, and then mix this in with whatever like cream moisturizer you use. Your skin is going to look fantastic in like no time. Honestly, that's what I've been doing for the last week, and my skin looks so much better than it did a week ago. But yeah, that's what I would do for acne, at least just based on the things that I have in front of me. So I will do an acne video this year, I promise. But that is, those are my Are They Still Favorites from 2014. And if they are not favorites, what's a favorite now? So I hope that you guys enjoyed this. If you did, I will do one for 2015 as well, because I think I did 3 favorites videos in 2015. I probably will do like an actual favorites next month, and then the month after that, just do this sort of like, is it a favorite again? I probably won't for 2016, since it's still kind of recent, but if you like this, let me know. And maybe towards the end of 2018, I can do 2016 again. Because I think I only did a couple of favorites videos in 2016 as well. And then plus the whole 2017 favorites, or 2016 favorites, which I don't know that I would, I don't know. I'd have to figure out 2016 and 2017 once we sort of cross that bridge. But yeah, that was everything from 2014. That was a favorite. A lot of it still is, some of it isn't, but I've found some other really great products now. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you thought. Let me know what you think of these products. If you have any video requests, let me know as well. But yeah, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.